AI gives. It's not a mommy. It gives you option. This and this and this and this and this and this. Then at the end, now right now you cannot even get customer care agent again. You have to go deep, press 5, press 4, press 1, press 3, press 10. And sometimes if you get your, but sometimes you just cancel on it. But then I know how to find them. I always get them if I want them. So those are AI, and that is how they've been integrated into algorithm. One of our panelists spoke about algorithm. If you are using social media, you understand. Gathers all the data. Okay, this person, you posted this video, you got 10 million views, you got 5 million views, you got this and this, they'll accumulate it. Okay, this person is active, let's do this, let's do this. This person posts at this time, okay, it's going to come up this time again. This is the audience that listen to me, this is kind of content. Now, this is for social media people. This was social media people. If you know me as God Freeman, you don't know me. Yes. Okay, that is not my main thing. I just use that one to make noise. I don't know what to do. Sometimes I just come up, make noise, cross the fight, then you go and face what is really, what I'm really doing on social media. Can we have that video? No, that's not the video, that's not. I looked at the video, that's not. So I want to show us the people that actually created the AI. I didn't want to reinvent the wheel, so I actually went and did something. Now, there are 7 types of artificial intelligence: reactive machines, limited memory, theory of mind, self-aware AI, artificial narrow intelligence, artificial generation intelligence, artificial super intelligence. Now, all these kind of AI. Should I go deep and explain them? Do you want me to give you the grammar or tell you what is involved? Now, this AI will have theory of mind, self-aware. All this AI that things, self-aware now is an AI that feels, gets angry like you, happy like you do something to it, gets angry, and things like that. Self-aware AI. Theory of mind, they understand how the mind operates. Super intelligence, they are not just working as you, they are working more than you. They are still getting to that place. And this slide also move this. I want them to see what I have there. Now, type of artificial intelligence now, based on capabilities and based on functionality. How many minutes more do I have? Based on capabilities, based on functionality. Now we have the narrow AI, we have this general AI. I'm not going to brush through this. We have the super AI, we have the reactive machines, we have the limited memory, theory of mind, and self-awareness. Now, narrow AI are AIs that does just one thing. ChatGPT. What do we know ChatGPT for? Scripts, writing. Cloud AI, same thing. That's what it does. General AI, that's generative AI. That is using AI to create videos, to create things like that, to create pictures and all that generative AI. Now we have super AI. Now generative AI is actually thinking as you and working as you. The way you write, it will write like that. Now how about what we call the super AI? Now the super AI is an AI that the AI industry is working towards. What does it do? It thinks more than you. And if you watch Nigerian movies, you always know that American movies predict the future. Yeah. How many of us know that? You've seen movies where AI took over from humans, right? Yes, sir. That's short. There's a possibility. I'll stop it there. Now, super AI is actually an AI that does more than you, thinks faster than you, thinks more than you. Everything you are thinking right now, you go home, you have thought everything, analyze all the parts you follow to your house. So if you need somebody to come and attack you, you know where to get you. It can control your whole existence. That's why we're not there yet. We're getting there. Reactive machines, limited memory, theory of mind, self-aware. Limited machine memory were actually the first AI that actually came into existence and all that. Reactive, they wait for your prompt. You tell them, I want to generate a picture, they generate a picture. I want you to do this, to do that. I want to self-aware, theory of mind and all that. Now, we are in the narrow AI, specialized in one task. General AI, human level AI, super AI, smarter than humans. Now, areas of AI, agentic AI and generative AI. Now, unlike agentic AI, unlike traditional AI models of conservational bots that respond to prompt, agentic AI is proactive. It can easily make decisions and take multi-step actions to achieve an outcome, and rather than waiting for instructions at every step. Agentic AI, it doesn't wait for you to tell it, I want to make money, or drive me here. It will analyze, okay, this is where this person usually goes. It works with data. This person actually goes on Sunday. My sister can pay. Person wants to go to church. Okay, I'm driving the person to church. It doesn't wait for you to pay. Now, agentic AI, generative AI, is reactive. It responds to prompt. Now, what is prompt? I said AI, prompt engineering, and automation. Now, what is prompt? Prompt is simple. Prompt engineering is a relatively new discipline for developing and optimizing prompt to effectively use language models for a wide, this is English, you can read it there. Now, prompt is simply instructions you give to AI. See there. Can you walk to me? Thank you. What I just did now is prompt. I gave her instruction. She was prompting. That is prompting. That's generative AI. I want you to create an image of Tinubu falling. Tinubu is our president. We must respect leadership. Now, you can use AI to generate anything. Something came out recently. On that they actually arrested somebody for generating the naked picture of. So we got the person arrested. So be careful. Please, AI. Be careful what you use AI for. You can have a problem. Social media people. Be careful. You can put the arrested. Be careful what you post. Be careful what you do. Okay? Now, prompt engineering is simply instructions you give to your AI. Vibe coding, all that. Vibe coding is, you know what programming is, coding and all that. You know what that is? Your phones, your app, your games and all that. They all came into existence with programming. Before now, if you want to create a website, you need to know programming. Java, Python. So you don't know that. Let's come on. Not video. Can you show me one thing? And please, I don't want you to see the name of mine. I don't want you to subscribe. I want my audience to be UK audience. Or US audience. That's why I want to make money. This is funny, right? How many of you watch things like this? Somebody that said, I know that this is AI, but I'm crying right now. I don't know. It's AI. your emotions change? Did you want to watch the next one? The next one. And that is it. Wait, you keep watching. And then you give me money. That is it. But I don't want Nigeria money, sir. This will not pay that much. You guys watching that. Now somebody saw this video and another one. This one was like, I know this guy. You didn't hear the beating there was good video. There was like this video. As Americans don't have problem. This video was emotional. Just comment and go. And keep watching. Now, automation, that is automation. It's the application of technology, programs, robotics, or processes to achieve outcome with minimal human input. Now, automation cuts across all industries. I'm saying all because it's all. Even in church, they use automation. In business, fashion, health, automation. Now, let's talk a little about automation. Just minimal, so anything that AI can help you do with little effort. I just passed the message down. A lot of you didn't know the video, just trying to live by the next. But then somebody saw something, he was bad at something. Somebody is his boss. His boss was like, you are too bad and striked him and all that. But then he sought for improvement. God knows where he did better. And then at the end of that, he will talk and God do that. So that is automation. Now a lot of people are doing across so many things, crime stories, historical stories, love stories. You go and then you start watching, you go to TikTok, you see a lot of AI content like that. It's simple things. Simple AI tools. Now we have a lot of AI tools for different things. We have things like ChatGPT for writing, Cloud AI for writing also. We have things like, personally I use Grok and Leonardo for my image generation. That's to generate images and all that. I use Grok majorly. Meta.ai, and then Leonardo. Leonardo give me something like this kind of African folk tales, things like that. Kind of thing. Means what's that? Now, we have text-based AI, image and video tools, generation, code and design tools, music and audio tools, all that AI. Now, there are two parts you can actually go into AI. AI is not something hard. A lot of us project, immediately when you hear AI is shut down. AI can help you in the industry. Use that same AI to analyze your voice and it will come out simple, more powerful than what you used to do. Yes. Solo AI can do that for you. more powerful. If you hear, you will not be able to differentiate AI with music and now code design. You have things like Canva for your designs. What you do with 2 hours to design a file, you can do it in 5 minutes, 10 minutes with the Canva AI. You have other generation of AI, you have video AI. Now, if you want to do things like this, those video content and all that, you need training, yes. But now you can use ChatGPT for script writing, use things like Cloud AI for script writing, use script is story writing. Yes, you want to tell the story of a baggy man. How many of us have seen dancing baggy children? Yes, you've seen a child will be dancing baggy song and all that. Yes, that's all script and all that. Then you can use things like even Grok can give you images, but Leonardo Grok can also give you images. Meta.ai, Leonardo, and those ones can give you. And then you can use Grok for animation, turn those images into reality. Simple prompts and all that. Okay. So that is majorly it. Now, is there money to this thing? Yes. You can go into AI as an agent, like you buy code, you design AI. You have a lot of companies making billions. These big companies like Microsoft, Meta, Facebook, they are all gone full-time into AI. Because there's a lot of billions of dollars, trillions of dollars in AI. So you can go into AI as somebody who makes this app, ChatGPT and all that. You can go to those programming school and learn them. You can also do this YouTube automation, generative AI. You can go generate all these things you have to. If you need more knowledge at the end of this whole conference, I'll be coming up to give us more. Thank you. Okay.
Yes, can you appreciate our most one thing I came to discover about this AI thing, those that video very attractive. We get not to cross. Anytime you see one, you like to watch. Some of them are just funny, some of them they will end up meaningless, but because of the image, the way they are acting. And you discover some of them even know how to dance than one minute. There was this guy giving small when I was dancing. Even know how to dance, like I've never seen anybody person dance like that. Like I'm every single. Okay. This is a very important section. It is called networking. Okay. It's more of like a break. Now, what we do in this networking is that, like I said, it's more of like a break. You go, you can walk around, you meet somebody, talk to somebody, exchange contact, get to know the person. If you're a business person, you can go as well to tell the person about your brand and what you're doing. And in this section, we'll be giving 15 minutes for that. So feel free, meet up that person, talk to the person, meet the person, share ideas, collect contact, tell him more of yourself and your business, and prepare somebody for yourself to him. Thank you. And then start our commission. It's
let me network with India. But I can see it.
Make the offer. Just 3 years.
Okay, plan to buy food. I already counted.
Nulle part assurant travail.
Okay, everybody, can we come together even as we progress? We are almost come to the end of this conference. I hope somebody is not exhausted.
Disconnected.
A bit, since we are not much, can we come closer? the way we were sitting down before. I think that way is more preparing. I want to officially welcome you back to the conference leaders will proceed with what we are doing. So now we'll be moving on to the next agenda, which is finally section. And this section will be taking the person that will be taking us to this finally section is version of changemakers. Please, everyone appreciate it.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Please, if we still have some people outside, can we invite them over? Please, sit down, everybody outside.
Connected.
Time is over. Yes, our break time is over, so please, can we come back to our seat position? In that regard, also, please, I would also like us to adjust for those that are behind. Please, can you just adjust a bit? It's like the number is increasing. The number is decreasing and much more value is being unveiled. Hallelujah. Sorry, we are going to be saying that. Okay, please, I would like to have some seat. Where are the committees? I need some seat for the penalty, to be seated. GCC. Okay, we are like GCC. GCC, Global Creators Conference. Are we here? Is the youth here? Please, can we all be on our feet? Yes, just be on your feet. Just be on your feet. Just be on your feet. It's possible somebody did not stand up when the break was on, so just be on your feet. Right there, so you can just turn left and right. Just exercise one more. Yes. Aha. Please, you can have your seat now. Have your seat. Right away, we are going straight into the second section of the discussion. Please and please, I want you to understand something. Let me tell you a story. There was a farmer that was going to the farm one fateful day. On his way to the farm, please pay attention. Now, something happened to the seed that he was carrying.
Attention. Power is love.
Now the seed that was carried, some of the seed fell on a rocky path, some of the seed fell on the way, some of the seed fell in the thorns, some of the seed fell to the good ground. Now I am here to tell you that you are the seed that fell on the good ground, but there is a challenge also for the seed that fell on the good ground. Because some of those seed that fell on the good ground, some of the seed yield 100, some of the seed yield 60, some of the seed yield 30. Now the challenge is what happened?
Power is love.
Why all the seed on the same fertile land, same fertilizer, same nutrient, and we're able to yield differently? Why is some yielding 100, some yielding 60, some yielding 30 on the same land? Now that response can go down to your seat here or your being here today. We might be in the same hall, but our result might come out differently. Depends on how useful, depends on how you grab this opportunity. So if you are willing to yield 100, I would like you to give your
power is love.
If you are willing to yield 100, I would like you to give it a maximum attention. And if you are willing to just chill, you might not even yield a 30, and your coming here might just be a waste. I hope you are ready for tonight. A great section is about to take place again, so please I want you to keep your pen ready and keep your questions also active. Ask every question you have. Ask every question you have. We have people that are here and are willing to take us to a dimension and to unveil so many things that we are yet to come to the knowledge of. Are we good? So we're coming to the So I want to welcome all our panelists to the table, and we'll start from somebody I respect so much. This person is a seasoned business coach and lifestyle coach with over 23 years of hands-on experience in the technology space. He is a computer engineering graduate and a high-skilled computer engineer who has spent decades helping individual and business grow through practical and tech knowledge, strategic thinking, and personal development. With a rare blend of technique expertise, business insight, and life coaching, let's welcome Mr. Jackson as he come up to the seat this afternoon. You're welcome, sir. A breakthrough work career life, leveraging technology for growth and achieving balance in both professional and personal life. His season promises clarity, depth, and actionable lessons for creators, entrepreneurs, and professionals seeking long-term impact. So you are highly welcome, sir. We are happy to have you now. Please, can we celebrate one more? Can we do that one more? And secondly, I want to welcome somebody very important, a high dignity in our midst also. Is a biochemist graduate of the Federal University of Technology, Mina, and an experienced human resources professional at ICS outsourcing company working at African Natural Resources and Mines Limited, one of the Nigeria's leading HR talent management firm with a strong background in recruitment, workforce development organization, with also a high knowledge in payroll specialists. He has contributed to shaping career pathways for young professionals across different sections. He is passionate about helping people position themselves for opportunities, navigate the modern workspace, and build the skills required to thrive in today's competitive environment. His insight on HR employability and career advancement will be of tremendous value to creators, job seekers, and entrepreneurs in the GCC community. We are excited to have him on board as he shares knowledge that empowers and transforms. Let us welcome Sir Tibihu as he joins us to the panel. Is somebody happy tonight? Is somebody happy tonight? I am not feeling that vibe. Is somebody happy tonight? Alright, there is somebody also here. No, I love this section, this particular person I'm about to invite because I think the person we have to share so many things regarding me. People that love food very well. Are we here tonight? Can we make welcome somebody, a professional chef, nutrition focused cook, and wellness advocate with over 5 years of experience preparing healthy, balanced meals for executive household, corporate organizations, and large-scale events. She specializes in local and continental culture, nutritional meals, planning, and food safety compliance. She currently serves as a professional chef at Amakon in Abuja, where she prepares wellness-focused meals for corporate leadership and coordinated catering for high-level events with over 100 guests across multiple branches. Her training includes certification in healthy living, diet and wellness, nutrition and burning recovery, and African and continental dishes. Beyond cooking, she is passionate about promoting health, living through food, and helping people make smart nutrition choices that support productivity and long-term well-being. At GCC, she will be sharing practical insight on nutrition, healthy eating habits, and how food choices affect performance and daily energy. Let us welcome Miss Chef Oglo Rachel. I hope I brought that name right. Please pardon me, ma'am. Because I will celebrate that. Maybe she will brought justice to me. Yes. Thank you. You are highly welcome, ma'am. You are highly welcome. We are happy to have you here. And I also want to welcome to the stage right away another important guest in our midst. She is a first class graduate of banking and finance and a best rising LinkedIn expert with thousands of engagement followers, renowned for her insight on personal branding, professional visibility, and career positioning. She has successfully helped many young professionals grow their digital presence, access new opportunities, just like what she did here earlier on. She currently serves as a personal assistant to the chairman of Amazon Limited, where she contributes to strategic communication, administrative excellence, and high-level corporate operation. Can we make welcome on the seat Miss Victoria Anyojo as she comes to take us. Thank you for that. Please, I need a seat also. Where are the committee? Can I have a seat? Yes. You are all welcome to the table this afternoon. It's a privilege for us to have you in our midst, and I am so excited because I know right now something powerful is about, a shift is about to happen right now. A shift is about to happen right now, and I must first of all say everybody's looking beautiful and handsome here in our midst. You're welcome, sir. You're welcome. So we are going right away. Just like I said, get your questions ready. Get your questions ready. And where is the second mic? So maybe we'll just start from Miss Victoria. Yes, we'll start from Miss Victoria. Please, can you hand over the mic to her? And I think earlier on she have already explained what linking is all about, what LinkedIn is all about, and extracted and a lot of things. Now our question here is, many young people think LinkedIn is only for job seekers. How can youth use LinkedIn to build influence, attract opportunity, and earn income remotely? I think she said that, but she should don't need more light on that also.
Okay, I'll be giving a point, which is position yourself clearly. So you have to position yourself clearly. Don't be like, when I say position yourself clearly, it means let them know the problem you can solve. Don't just mark your post and put it there. Some people going to AI, you just copy everything, the style, the dash, everything. You get. So you have to be yourself, position yourself, view yourself, and let them know what you can solve always. Whatever you are passing out there, you take the story, and to what you can do for them. And also, you have to, another thing you can also do is engage well. I've made mention of that. You have to also engage and put yourself out there, let them see, don't shrink on people, don't hide yourself. Unapologetically show yourself. So that's what I can say on that point.
Wow. Please, can we celebrate that? That was awesome. Please position yourself. That word I've been reading right from the first section to now. Position yourself. Position yourself. I hope somebody is getting something. Alright, I think I will ask Sir Jackson this question, sir. And the question is, what mindset shift do young people need to make if they truly want to build sustainable business and meaningful career?
Okay, thank you for that question. I'll be going in almost a different direction, but I will come at the end. I'm going to pass a message. When there is always a credit when there is a debit. If you say you have credit alert of 200,000, that means there was a debit from another location. Generations today, when you want to become a successful businessman, you need to be conscious of the generation you are before you be successful. In generation, the first time, we all know that for people to be wealthy, they were people who have broad chests, who are champions. They go to a city, conquer the city with their strength, with their might, and then they now make themselves king, and everybody becomes subject, and they become wealthy. So if you want to become wealthy, if you understand that generation, you should go and develop your muscles. That means 6 packs this time does not work. If not, people like that will gather it. It now came to a generation where people have to go to school to go and get knowledge to work in factories. So the strength of that time was the knowledge you have. When you come out with that knowledge, you get a job and then you become wealthy. Now, what makes a generation to shift? It is not numbers of years. If you check generations, they will not tell you after 10 years you move to another generation. They will not tell you after this. What really happens is that when people are now, the generation is now saturated with those informations. Anybody that now has an upper hand, better knowledge, is now the person that will have the credit to move the money. I don't know whether I'm communicating. If I have power more than all of you here now, you will submit every one naira you have in your pockets to me. So, but if we are of the same strength, I cannot collect money from your hand. That means they cannot be debited. Now we have now come to AI, the generation of AI. People who saw it earlier and people who are seeing it now, that venture into it and start working with it very well, and are the strong people we have in this generation. I don't know what I'm going to get. Yes. That is why this conference is timely. So what I'm going to tell us is that we are speedily entering the next generation. I was so happy when I was given that topic, leadership. Because the next generation we are going to is the generation where people will be looking for leaders. What do I mean? Let me do a demonstration here now. 20 times 8. Do it for me. 20 times 8. Okay, 20 divided by 2 times 40. Okay, 1000 divided by 8. Because you use your calculator. That is what AI is going to make some of us to become. Some of us will become very lazy. Very lazy. So don't fall into that trap. As you use your AI to make money now, make sure you are developing yourself, your leadership sense. Because when everybody is now lazy, you are telling somebody calculate this, it's using calculator. You are telling somebody go to the Bible, it's not in the head again, it's in the phone. You are telling somebody how do you cook a PC, it's going to ChatGPT. Time will now come that those that have built their leadership sense. So people who are coming up, for you to be successful, work with what is happening today, which is the AI, and then build for tomorrow. Thank you.
Can we say again? How many people are using ChatGPT? Let me see. Using ChatGPT. Okay. I hope you will not just depend on it. I hope after getting the result, you are also developing yourself so that you can defend the result. That is what we are talking about here. Depending on which you are giving out. Are we following? Alright, we are moving straight away to let's start TPO at this question. Let's speak from the HR perspective. From an HR perspective, what skills and attitude do employers look for most in a young professional today? Skills and attitude.
Thank you so much for giving this opportunity to stand here this afternoon. From HR perspective, employers are no longer hiring for certificates. They are hiring for competence, for character, or for adaptability. Now, if an HR wants to hire someone, the first thing you look out for is your communication skill. How are you able to communicate? Can you communicate effectively? Can you communicate collaboration? You know, all of those things. And the next thing is your problem solving skill and your critical thinking. How can you solve problems? Because why they are hiring you to solve a problem? They're not hiring you to come and sit on the chair and get money and everything. Because of the problem that the management cannot solve. So they are calling you to come and solve the problem because they know that you can solve the problem too. They are calling you to solve the problem. Then the next one is your teamwork and emotional intelligence. How well you work with others matters much as what you know. Because if you cannot work with others, I'm telling you, you cannot succeed. Because there is no one like an island. But the only job is with people to get results. That is why they are not hired in the first place. What are the key attitude? You know, the teaching, we need to learn, we need to accept feedback and grow. You're not going to learn, and when you with it, you will not be hired. The next one is accountability. take responsibility for outcomes, not making excuses. This morning my boss called me because there's one of my staff that ate in 2 canteens. So we have to deduct from salary. And unfortunately, the money generated for this month is not enough to cover my canteens. Yeah, so my boss called me this morning. We having back and forth with my boss. So he called me this morning while I was inside. I went out to but he told me that he was going to drop the money from my salary. I told him it's not possible. So he got angry, telling me that I'm not doing that, it's not possible. I'm not taking responsibility for myself. I said, I'm not going to ate the food. I'm not going to ate the food. Why should I take responsibility for it? Moreover, I told you that I'm not giving me food again, but the way I have to give me the food. My boy is telling me that it's my responsibility because I'm the leader. So I'm supposed to take responsibility for him. So as it is now, I take responsibility for him. Work ethic, that is more punctual, reliable, and your everything and impact. Because if you are not punctual, you will not do well at workplace. And you will tell me to check. Adaptability, the ability to try and make changes and uncertainty. You will be able to adapt when there is changes. You will be able to adapt when there is uncertainty. You will be able to adapt. So that is very, very important because we are living in a fast-changing world. Our world is changing every now and then. Every now and then. There was a day my boss asked me a question in the mining sector. My son will not come to work. So my boss was asking me, why are you doing it? So I went to ChatGPT to ask a question. What is making staff in mining sector not to come to work? So ChatGPT gave me an answer. So I just put it on paste. So my boss called me. I was telling you that. Why would I give ChatGPT answer? That is somehow we have also done that way. Just as I said, even as you are coming to ChatGPT, you are going to filter. It's better when you filter and get the point, then give it more flesh from your own ideas and from experience. Then lastly, employers look for people who can add value, grow fast, fit well into the organization culture. That's what employers are looking for. People that can add value, people that can fit well into the organization culture. If not, you will not be hired.
Please, can we put our hands? Are we following at all? GCC. See, he said something very funny, and he said something like it's just true. For those people that used to say, me, I'm an introvert, I know they like talk. It's not in this generation, no. Please, introvert, I want you to take note. If you cannot express yourself, it's a problem. I'm privileged to work with the HR team together with him, and I know how many people are brought for interview who is skilled employee. And I took somebody for interview. They asked me a question. And the guy turned and looked at me and said, oh God, this question they asked me, I want practical. When they just carry me go, I know how to do this. I said, sir, can you answer the question? He said, all these things said, now we have question for you. I sabi the work. If not, I sabi the work. You should be able to defend, you should be able to say something. Let's know that, okay, because we cannot give you heavy equipment going once and destroy. All in the end, you sabi the work. No. So please, you have to be able to learn how to express yourself, learn how to communicate with people also. Are we getting it? Alright, I think my question will go to Ms. Rachel here. Now the question is, many young people have busy schedule and limited budget. What simple and affordable eating habits can help them stay healthy and energetic?
Thank you. First of all, before I answer the question, I have to say this. People think food is anything that comes from food. Like, if you are hungry, you don't see anything like and that's not it. Food must be balanced. Food must contain different classes of food. Yes, classes of food, protein, nutrients, minerals, fat and oil, and all that. And fiber. But most people think, like, especially in Nigeria, okay, if I'm hungry now, I don't go buy coke. Buy bread. Or buy cocoa. And buy other food. You get, but that's not it. Our system is very soft. The organs in our body are very soft. What they need are soft and tender food. This Coke and Fanta and snacks you take are not healthy for the body. Do you know that 95% of sicknesses and diseases are gotten from food? Yes. Chronic diseases, when you talk of cancer, type 1 and 2 diabetes, all these diseases are gotten, even typhoid from food because basically from water. Yes. So basically 95% of sicknesses, and we have them rampant these days because of what we consume as food. Do you understand? So food is not anything you just eat. Food must consist of all the nutrients the body needs in order for your body to function well. And funny enough, the truth is, when we consume all these things for a long period of time, it might not show when you're 20, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 40. From at age 40, that's when all these things, because your body has accumulated all these things for long, all the carbonated sugar, all the chemical preservatives, they added to all these things, your shawarma, your burger, all those, yes. Oh my God. Yes, I have to bring this to your knowledge because that's what's killing us these days. But people don't know. All those things contain chemicals. They contain preservatives that are very harsh on the lungs, your kidney, your liver, your heart. That's where you get heart failure, heart cancer, kidney cancer, chronic diseases that don't have cure. And that's why if you notice it, it's not the big men, basically that have such diseases. Although yes, a male man also have it, but because they can afford those expensive things that it is enjoyment. Your sausage, they are dangerous things. I have to be blunt because I'm passionate of people eating well. I'm a chef, I'm a nutritionist, and I'm a dietitian, just like I said. I want people to, I just want to bring this knowledge to people so that they can know and be aware. A lot of people don't know. Do you understand? So, eating a balanced diet doesn't mean you have to start eating, somebody say grass. Grass means vegetables and food. No. You can still have what you want, like eat your normal regular food, but you add more fiber, add your vegetables. Maybe okay, let's say for instance, don't eat rice. Don't just eat only rice. Maybe you love rice. Some people just call it rice like that. You don't know. You add, if you can afford carrots, with 200 you can get carrots. With 200 I can get cucumber. With 200 I can get green peas. With 200 I can get most of these vegetables are not that expensive and thing. And eating healthy doesn't mean you should eat. When they say you can get expensive, why is it to be on drugs? When you have to be and eat a balanced diet. Being on drugs is more expensive. That's the reason they are not eating drugs. What we that you will not die, you live to fulfill whatever God will like. You say amen, Abi. You say amen. But it all depends on what you eat, what you drink daily. Daily, oh, what you eat daily, what you drink daily, what you consume. Master, it is very important. I have to just let you know. I have to be blunt and honest with you so that you have this knowledge and it will save you not only you, your siblings, but your loved ones. Because most of all these things themselves, they are the preservatives and chemicals that can help themselves better and help their product sell. So they don't care about your health, your well-being. They just want to make money. They want to make money. So the best you can do for yourself is to eat well. Then consume at least 2 to 3 liters of water daily. Water helps you to flush out diseases and sicknesses that are in your body. If you can take water, you won't fall sick easily. Do you understand? It flushes out. But you see those Coke, our Fanta, our fruit juice, even those fruit juice, because fruit juice, man, that is not fruit juice, so it's chemical and mixed. Flavor with water, you not tell you it's fruit juice. There's no sick iota of fruit in that juice, so I'm telling you the truth. See, I don't know how to see doctors. Do you understand? If you see doctors that will belong with you, they'll tell you all these things. So what I'm saying in essence, let me not take much of our time. What I'm saying in essence is eating well or eating a balance diet doesn't mean you should just eat. No, you can still have your regular food and still have eat whatever you want to eat in a good way, in a balanced way. Okay, egg. Okay, let's say let me analyze the balance food. You have the jollof rice. You can get cucumber and carrot, your coleslaw. Some of you may know what coleslaw is. I say cucumber and carrot. Carrot and cabbage with your mayonnaise by the side of the rice with 1 egg. And you have your balanced diet. As simple as that. For our regular kind of food. Do you understand? It's when you all this ritual with chicken, beef, turkey, and you know that the chicken they sell in the market, it's chemical they use to grow those chicken. So when you now eat it for too long, it will now show up as sickness at old age. So please let's be deliberate about what we eat. Let's be deliberate about what we consume as food. So now back to your question. Sorry, I have to just analyze it. I will know what we eat at Chima. So back to your question, as young youths or I know it's not really easy to cook in frequently. What you can do is cook what you can cook. Maybe cook in bulk. If you have to put them in the fridge. So that when you come back from work in a day, you want the portion you can eat. Get your vegetable, chop them by the side. If you can't afford meat, egg is very proteinous. Egg is a very good source of protein. With 200 you can get egg, 250 you can get egg. You can even try and maybe get a crate, keep so that it will save you the stress of maybe when you are paid. It will save you the stress of buying it daily. Do you understand? And now you have your balanced diet. Then instead of snacking on maybe when you are home, you go and buy Coke and this thing. You can get vegetables, you can get fruits, you can eat carrots, you can eat cucumber, you can eat a watermelon, and don't eat without those vegetables and fruit. Bear them side by side. That's the balance diet. And your body will thank you at the end. Thank you. Sorry I took much of it.
Please, can we put our hands here? Okay, see, if you know you have been exposed, please, can you just wait on me? If you don't expose yourself, with Benny. I thought I'm the only person. I think don't carry my secret there, but as we don't get food, I'm the person. Are we good on that? So we're not we are on the same table. We have to reshuffle what we did from today. Okay, I think I will still continue from you. Now, how does nutrition affect productivity, focus, and overall performance, especially for students, creative, and entrepreneurs?
Believe it or not, nutrition has a lot to do with everything about you. It is when you eat well, you can think well, you can focus, you can concentrate, you can balance up your life in total. Yes, when you don't eat healthy meals, it affects. Like when I was in school that time, the student now most of the time, one go back to every lecture, we don't have time to say, okay, we want to not buy your back. You never knew that one of our lecturer was always watching us. Afternoon again, you have another lecture, you don't have time to do, we don't buy your back. So one day in the class, she said, look at you, all of you that have eaten up our morning, up our afternoon, up our evening, up our chop you. You think it's good food they are eating. You don't take time to cook in the house and all that. they are better because some of these roads food sellers, like I said, everybody wants to make money. People are out there to make money. So they don't care. The spices they use are not healthy. Whatever they put in food and all they want is the food should be sweet. People come and buy and eat chicken and nothing more, nothing less. So, oh Jesus. So just try as much as you can. Prepare your meal at home as much as possible as you can. You can make stew in that pot. You have to. If you don't have to do this, one thing you can eat per time, 2 to 3 days. When you are done, you make another one. I know the economy can be somehow, but there are ways we can still manage ourselves and again take advantage of fruit and vegetables when they are in season because they are cheaper. Like now, we have cashew in season, we have pineapple in season, we have carrots in season. Most of these fruit when they are in season, with 200 I can get a large quantity. With 500 now you already have a so just take advantage of them. And the body will tell you, even when you eat natural, like when you use the healthy diet, you notice that you become light, your complexion will change. There's this, yes, you be active. There's this just like our hospital, when he was speaking earlier, he talked about what you taking, take 70%, what we taking, or how we do it. 70% of what we taking.
While the outward is 70%.
That's how food is. It is when you feed the body, the reaction it gives you physically. And our sickness has oh my God. I was just climbing the staircase that day. My friend came to visit me. So I was climbing the staircase, I've gone. She's not like, she was just looking to like old man. She said, look at her jumping over the staircase. She was surprised. I said, that's it. You have, when you eat all this, you'll be light. Your body, your organs are functioning effectively. You don't have any sicknesses. You won't fall sick easily. So please, the little we can do, with 200 I can get all this, but they are not as expensive as you think. Eating healthy is not as expensive as they are elaborated. You can eat your normal rice and beans in a healthy way. Eat your apple in a healthy way. When you eat apple, you can get apple at 200, watermelon 500, not by the side. Yes, that's the balanced diet. Apple, if you can afford apple, fine, apple 500, 1,000, it's good to go. Please. Because these marketers are not doing well. They just want to kill people. Even the drugs. People say, do you know drugs doesn't kill, cure sickness and disease? So manage it, suppress it, subtract it. Then when you stop taking it, times 2 of that ailment. That's what it does. So there's no healing anywhere. Right diet, right healing. Start from the right diet. Thank you.
If you hear that one, say, I hear you.
I hear you.
Right living, start from right diet. Please, eat well. Chop better. You must spend dollars in it. Are we getting it? Please, let's move a bit to Miss Victoria. Now the question is, ma'am, what practical step can someone take in the next 30 days to optimize their LinkedIn profile and start attracting meaningful connection and opportunities?
Thank you very much. I think this question will answer multiple questions, candy questions. I'll be answering this from experiences and what I'll do personally. Someday I posted something and said, if I was starting LinkedIn over again, this is what I would do differently. Most times we do these things, we never know that we have done it better. But it's fine, we need to go to do it better. So first I would say that you need to fix your profile. Your headline and your photo, I said that earlier, I'm still emphasizing it. You don't have to be in a dark room and be angry that people are not coming to buy from you. You never. Your LinkedIn must be attractive, it must be magnetic. When people come to you, they'll be like, yeah, this person knows what they're doing. I saw one chick around LinkedIn, I was like, man, how are you making this way? He came in 2 weeks ago, and his LinkedIn was very optimized. I think he got advice, he asked around before starting. All I got, I just dropped it to you. So, secondly, you have to rewrite your about section. Your about section, about you, don't just carry some generic things there. I was helping a friend to open this LinkedIn account. When I was done with the about section, never knew you had this potential to me. It was like, wow, yes. You just feel like, I'm working in this place, this is what I do. No. Let them know, this is what I'm working here. Okay, it's an IT head, let me make it practical. What's an IT person, oversee the different branches of IT technical issue. And the only thing you put there was, I am an IT issue. No. in there. I work with the headquarters over the three branches that depend on me to solve their problem. I make that deal. Yes, show yourself, don't be scared. You are not what's the word now? You are not being prideful. Just put yourself out there, let them know what you can do, don't show like what I was saying. And thirdly, start posting consistently, even though it's once or twice a week. I understand some post schedule might be very tight, but let people know that you are alive. Let them know that you exist. You can post consistently. Like I said, consistency is not about every day. It's not one and every day. Choose your mind. And lastly, I would say engage daily. In India, you give and take, garbage in, garbage out. If you just post, you didn't engage, nothing for you. And another thing I would say from personal experience is ensure that when you are coming to live in new as a new person, or you have abandoned it for a while, when you are coming, not just post. Engage with people. Let them feel you for a while. So when you drop the post, they'll be like, yeah, I know this person. Then they give you back what you gave them. And if LinkedIn is becoming tough, this is what I do. God, LinkedIn has started again, we'll do something. You get so in those steps, I think in 30 days, you should make something for yourself in LinkedIn.
Wow, that is
Yeah. So I hope we are following the process, and after that, please make sure you have people in your phone. Start something. Start from somewhere. Still on my please. Let me still continue from her on that place. So now the third question is, what skill should the young people focus on learning today if they want to succeed in remote work and the global digital economy?
I think I answered that in the 4 practical steps I gave earlier. What is easy for you to do, what you enjoy doing, what you can do for long hours, what people come to ask for, basically. So as people got the answers immediately, what you need to do is hit the gear run, like our president said. So you don't have to procrastinate, make sure you hit the gear run you need. The moment you are living here, I've been in seminars like this, and when people are talking, I'm like, God, my life has changed. I live here, I do wonders. But when I get home, procrastination just kill the entire thing. Motivation is good, but there is something called commitment that will help you drive. It's a fuel for motivation. If you don't have commitment, motivation will die along the line. So, like going to your question now, the skills people can have, maybe when you answer this question, you can pick this out for yourself. One, you can have communication and writing skills. You should be able to talk. You should be able to learn to interact with people. Don't be scared. You don't bite. People are trying to when you are good, when you speak for yourself. So, and two, you must have an organization skill and project management. So, people, you have laptop and your fights, one is here, one is here, one is here. It doesn't really speak well if you want to do and you want to work hard. And three is social media management and content creation. I've done that, and it's quite, what would I say now? I don't want to put money in the front, but it's quite rewarding. So you can also go into that. You can make your research on what social media is about, so I won't take time. Then research and data handling. I think a people princess came to me and answered the 4 questions, and discovered that she loved researching. So you can pay for that as well. Some people want people can research for them, check analytics, competition, among other companies, and see what's up. And other thing you can use customer support and relationship management. You like talking, then apply for customer support, you pick their call, take progress from customers. AI bots cannot solve their problem. They can't interact with you, they can't feel what you are feeling. They just give you robotic answers. And that's what I have here is executive or virtual assistant, which I do. It's quite a lot, but we can also start with that as well. Thank you.
Please, can we it's something very important. Commitment. Motivation without commitment is like faith without hope. Motivation without faith. See, a lot of people will say there's no God in Nigeria. I think we have not been doing. We tell you what are you doing? What are you doing? What
long before graduation. Just like she said earlier when she was teaching, that you can start aiming while in school, while on remote jobs. So you want to understand that employability starts even before graduation. Now, what are the practical ways to position yourself? It's building skill early through internship, volunteering, and online projects. You must volunteer, you must be an intern to learn a job, to learn a skill. You must build yourself. And the only way you can build yourself is by learning other students, by volunteering. Even this afternoon when she was teaching, I think went to LinkedIn where I saw volunteering work with UN. So I quickly registered to volunteer. That is how to get skill. That is how to build your capacity. That is how to build yourself. Number 2, develop your brand. How to communicate online, your LinkedIn presence, and your story, and the story your CV is telling. Some of us, our CVs is just so generic. God, I was a CV I saw one day. Even me, I was disappointed. The CV was just somehow, just his name, his village, his pride, his age, where he's coming from, his phone number. The next thing is his school, the next thing is his hobbies, the next thing is experience, driver, then referees, right? That is all. That kind of CV will not take you far, will not take you anywhere sincerely. Except you want to work in KNRL. I'm telling you, that's will not take you anywhere sincerely. Now there is difference between CV and resume. You understand? Difference between CV and resume. Now your resume is only specific to the kind of job you are applying for. While the CV can be broad. Why we don't always get a job or get for an interview because we normally use our CVs. And our CV is so broad that is carrying your leadership position in university that you're fellowship president. Yes. How does that help us? Fellowship president, fellowship coordinator. All of those things, they're not relevant, sincerely. They're not relevant. But your resume will carry the job you are applying for. It's an HR job, your resume will carry for HR and outline your experiences, those things you've done, those things you've been able to achieve. You don't understand. But whenever you CV can carry many things, and your employer is not ready to read through those things. You want to see what you can offer. So your CV will be able to tell the story. The next one is seek exposure, not just skill. You see, during the first panel session, they emphasized on something that don't follow money first. She also said something when she was teaching that don't follow money first. Build yourself, money will come. So seek exposure, not just skill. Any experience about learning and credibility. They are very important. So seek exposure, not just pay. Pay will come, I'm telling you the truth. Money will come. Money will come. Just like Mr. Josman introduced me to business YouTube. I've been doing it consistently. And it looks as though the money is not going to come, but the money is going to come gradually. The money is going to come. The money is going to come. The money is going to come. But it might not come fast. It's not going to come fast, but it's going to come. Then the next one is learn continuously. Take courses, attend workshops, follow industrial trends. You must take courses online. You must take online courses. You must also attend workshops and seminars like this. These are platforms where you are being prepared. where you are being trained to achieve more, to become better. Next one is build relationship. Mentorship and networking often opens door faster than applications. Like the job I'm working currently with now. I didn't apply for it. Someone applied for it on my behalf. I was the winner when they called me to come and attend the interview. So when you build relationship, it opens door faster than application. Because when you apply, because when I went for one interview, we were 12 in number applying for the same job. There was the only one that was picked. That was because I was recommended by someone of high profile. Do you understand? So when you build relationship with people, you just open the door for you. You just call someone and say, "Oh, why are the candidate? His name is so. Please consider him." That was the day I brought someone for interview. I told the HR that was conducting the interview, I told him that you see this guy, no matter what, whether he fail or pass, ensure that he pass and get the job. And that was what happened. So recommendation always opens door faster than application. Get that and we have this. The goal early in your career is not comfort, it's capacity. The more value you can create, the more opportunities will come. The more value you can create, the more opportunities will come. Because, like I said earlier, it's what you can add to the organization that matters the most. What value can you add? What capacity do you have? What can you bring to the table? Like in a relationship, I need to say, what will you bring to the table, right? Now I'm asking the same question. What can you offer? What can you bring to the table? What do you have on the table to offer? But the table, I mean, so it's about capacity. Building capacity, you must build your capacity in all sense. You must build your capacity in all sense. If you are an engineer, you must build your capacity in engineering. If you are a teacher, you must build your capacity in teaching. You understand? If you are a content creator, you must build capacity in content creating. You must get exposure. You must be familiar with your AI tools. You must be familiar with your content, with your niche. What kind of niche are you operating on? You must build capacity around that area. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think we just please celebrate that. We'll still wrap up with him on that aspect in less than 1 minute, right? But you know, saying something, position yourself. I know that many of us have seen the training video where a young man they helped a young man, the Tyler, right? They bought the equipment for him. The video has been going viral. One of the things I learned from that video is the young man knows what he wants. They just ask him, what are you doing? What do you want? He said, I've learned the skill and I've been able to raise money to purchase equipment. It shows that the person was ready. It shows that the person knows what he wants. It's not like they ask you and say, give me 15 minutes or give me, I will not want to know. He was ready, he know what he wants. So that is also positioning yourself to receive whatever that is coming. Are we getting it? Please, I think some of us need to go and start learning how to package our CVs. I received a CV last week in our office, and when my attention was just to know the experience, the working experience, and the first thing I saw was head boy. Head boy. I want to share the CV too, sir. I saw head boy. I was like, what is head boy doing in the CV? What are we using head boy for? So just like what he said, you write all the offices you hold in your church and whatever, and you include everything looking for a job. So please and please, you have to position yourself on that, right? So in 1 minute, please, what common mistake do job seekers make during recruitment processes, and how can they avoid them?
So the mistake is poor preparation. When you prepare poorly, it's going to affect you. Generic and application, not like I said. When you are carrying everybody in your seat, you can that. Weak communication. Giving unclear answers. Poor body language. You're not So now you're sending email, you're writing your job and sending email with gmail@gmail.com. All of those things. So emphasizing on salary too early instead of value and growth. When you are in an interview, when they want to chase you, they will ask you how much do you need. You must be wise enough to dodge that question and tell them about the value and the growth you are about to bring to the company.
Yes,
And not talk about the salary. If not, you will be cheated on the game. Lack of honesty and exaggeration, which often shows during the interview. Some people are just exaggerating and saying a lot of things that they don't add up. And then they will lose everything. How to avoid these mistakes? Research the company or role thoroughly. Tailor your CV and cover letters for each opportunities. You must understand that your cover letter and your resume are two different things. Your cover letters tell much about you and what you can do. It covers much people than the CV sometimes. So you are able to tailor your cover letters and your CV to fit the role you are applying. Practical interview responses and presentation. You must practice interview responses. You must be in your room, facing your mirror, or get someone or asking the question and then you answer the questions. The person will be monitoring your body language and how you are communicating and give you feedback, whether you do well or not. The next one is you have to be honest about your abilities while sharing the videos to them. You must be honest about that. Don't say you can work under pressure. Then work under pressure. And then you work with you under pressure and then you perform. Focus on how you can solve problems and add value. The ability to organize and solve problems and add value. Recruitment is not about impressing each other. It's about proving its readiness and potential. You understand? During recruitment processes, it's not about impressing the HR. You can impress the HR and lose the job. So what you need to do is to prove how that you are a fit, that you are the right fit for the role, and that you have potentials and abilities to be able to do the job effectively. If not, you just mess things up for yourself. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. As you are also drawing to conclusion, please, while going for interview, make sure you photocopy everything you need to photocopy. Somebody came for interview in our office, we ask you for your document, and say, have everything on my phone. Say, okay, on your phone, so what do we do now? Say, I thought that maybe there would be a printer here, I will just print everything. Like, seriously? On your phone? Digital man, please, be ready. AI masters, you have to be ready when you are going for this. Prepare. Alright, sir, so sir, just sir, we will just wrap up on this section. The question is, many youth struggle with consistency, discipline, and self-belief. What practical habit can help them stay focused and productive?
Okay, I thank God for realizing the fact that many people struggle with consistency and discipline. Because once you know your challenge, you really have, the problem is almost halfway solved. I want to give us a mindset first. And the mindset is, if that particular business or job you are doing is a paid job, maybe for a company, you are working for a company, and you are supposed to resume every day by 5 o'clock, would you struggle with discipline and consistency? Most people will not struggle with that, but they must be at their place of work. They must do. Why? Because you know that you are paid and you are monitored. So what you need to do individually, you need to understand the fact that this is not just about, sure, what you are doing right now is more than a great job if you are a creator. Because what they will pay you, what the job you are doing right now will create a change in you. The content you are creating, for those who have created content before and now, there are differences. That means there is a change in you. And any change in you, as I always emphasize, is the best thing you can do for yourself. So practically, how you be able to handle that is that you need to have what we call a DMO, daily method of operation. That means you need to have a to-do list where you know what and what you need to do every day. Sure, for the month, for the year. And once you know that, for a day, what you need to do for a day to handle that is write down everything you want to do for that day. And then check the top three. Check the top three. The top three are usually what will change, because according to Pareto's rule, where it talks about 80% of your effort will give you, so 20% of your effort will give you 80% of your results. And that is how it is. In an organization, it's only 20% of the people in the organization that really create results you see from that company. That means if you are able to handle that three, it will cover almost everything. So those three, how do you know those top three? You check priority. You check, can anybody handle this for me? If it's only you that can handle it, then that means it's a priority. You can also check, can this be taken, can this be shifted to tomorrow? If it cannot be shifted, that means it's priority. So if I check the first three, the fourth, fifth, sixth should be delegated. Let somebody else handle it then for you. So if I am a content creator, I already know this is what I am doing. This is what I want to do. I should, for me to discipline myself, I should know that this one, every day I must post, which is my number one. Because nobody else can do it for me. So since it's my number one, if it is sweeping at home, if it is doing my dishes, if it is doing my laundry, somebody else can handle them. So I can delegate those ones. So you can easily. And then for self-talk, for that is to handle self-esteem. This self-esteem is qualified. Okay. You should have what we call self-talk. Self-talk is what helps you to get where you are going to. Some persons might say, does this self-talk really work? It has worked for me and it has worked for many persons. Yes. Many persons have given testimonies of that. Where you tell yourself, I am the best content creator in Africa. Write and post it at your doorpost. Immediately you wake up, what and what you see is that particular thing. Once you wake up, and even when you are messy, just like she write it on, she said something that when you are doing your thing, don't just be yourself, okay? Even when you are messy, no, there's no challenge. The future will tell, okay? But even when you are messy, you already know that I am heading somewhere. So self-talk, tell yourself I am worthy, I am capable, I am the youngest millionaire in Nigeria, I am the best content creator, I am the best baker in Nigeria. Just give yourself that self-talk. And once you give yourself that self-talk, anything that happens, and I think during the first panel, Mr. Johnson said something, he said, just came and ran away. So what you need to do is that just know that you are the best that can ever be in anything you are doing. Even that messy thing you are doing, somebody else is seeing as something very, very trendy. But just make sure that that self-talk, it keeps you going. Thank you very much.
Wow, just know that you can never be. Last question for this panel before we take some question from the audience. In 1 minute, how can young person balance financial growth, personal development, and a healthy lifestyle while building their career?
This is very critical. But that is one thing that I struggled with too, and God helped me. Because when you want to raise a business, finance is critical. I am the first hand because I started my computer business with one computer, no printer, nothing. For those that know testing that, yes, I was it. That was how I started. It wasn't funny. As in, it wasn't funny. Even in the secretariat here, I am known almost everywhere. But I discovered that there are even jobs that will not be given to me, not because they don't know I know it, but because I don't have the finesse. They just want to see, they want to see something bigger. I remember a job that was given, or a friend called me and gave me a work, a contract work in the school here that time. And when I finished it, the thing worked. He called me saying, that's me. See, I was afraid of it. I never know this is going to work. That they told me that you are the one that went to so school to do the same thing and it did not work. I said, me? I'm not the one. So somebody has used my detail. But because they saw that I was growing, and I've not gotten, they want to see big house, big office, big things. So it's not funny. And I remember training the staff here in Secretariat years ago, where I was able to meet with the Emir of Suleja directly. He called me during an event. And they told the then educational secretary to bring me to his office that he wants to see me one-on-one. And somebody told me, say, hey, you have one-on-one talk with the Emir of Suleja. That means you don't blow. And I was seeing myself that I don't blow. After some years, I discovered that somebody told me that actually I was supposed to be used to put all the whole ICT centers in the region, in this area, where that one outside was supposed to be one of them under me, but it came after. What am I saying? That money is very important. I'm just trying to let us know so that I want to be very raw, so that you understand this. So how do you balance it? All you should know is that what is inside, I'm always emphasizing on it. Please don't play with it. What is inside is better than every other thing you are doing. I once attended a seminar where a cripple presented. When he was about to climb the stage, people held him and he climbed the stage. And when he climbed the stage, when he started talking, I can't forget that man. When he started talking, what was coming out from his mouth? Hey, all of us we are like, see this man. We now discover that all of us we are disabled. And this man is able. This man said something. He said there was a time that things were not working for him. That he went to UK. That he lodged in an hotel for like 6 months. He bought books that filled Ghana Must Go. Plenty books. He locked himself and read those books. It's not funny because by the time you read with hunger, you understand. But what I'm trying to say is that you need to prioritize. You need to prioritize what you are putting into your body. Because that is what we hold you for. Let me say till you leave this world. So as I'm doing my personal development, so how I do it practically, to read books is very difficult for me. I was not brought up that time I read book. The only book I can read very well are computer-related books. But how I do it right now is that I have, right now for this month, we have a book, Obstacle the Way. It's a book we are doing for this month. I have that book as an audio book. I have that book also in a, I have that book as in the hard copy where I read. The hard copy is difficult. So that means if I say I want to read before you know I will fall asleep. But even if I fall asleep, my audio book is in my tab, is in my laptop. I play it all the time. That means if I don't want to read, that thing must enter my head. Something must enter. So I am better than how I was. So I am doing my personal development. And then I also know that my top priority, first, I am a responsible person. What I mean by responsible person, I mean I have responsibilities. I cannot wake up and say I want to read books. My children will not sit there and say, Daddy, because you are reading book, I'm not eating. I need to ask myself, what do I do today to make up money, small money? I'm not looking for those big money. What will I, so that I will be able to, but I am doing my personal development. And then, as I'm doing that one, my personal development is good. And thank God for the institution because when I heard about that, I was so thrilled. Not just today. My birthday, I celebrated my 31 birthday, my 41 birthday last year. So I'm 42 now. And I'm going 42. And I heard that message where somebody said, you better eat food like medicine before you start eating medicine like food. When I heard that talk years ago, I said I will not play with it. Because I cannot do this kind of struggle. For those that know me, you might not know some things I did as in to raise the destiny technology then. And even what I'm still doing. Practically sleep in the office. Practically eat maybe no junk food. Because I don't eat outside. So just imagine how it need to be. It's not funny. So most of the time it's not funny, but I now discover that hey, I need to do something. I cannot force to and then make the money now. And I in my 40s, in my 50s, I am not struggling with those ideas. So you just have that awareness that you need to balance them. And then look at it, and then somebody is watching you. That if you don't do those things. Thank you very much.
Is somebody cracking something? That was very powerful. When Boss was just talking, just looking back to what they were saying about balancing everything. What they were just saying about money is not the key yet. Money should not be the priority. You must also learn to balance so many things. That just took me back to a few years ago. The Holy Spirit told me something. He said many people are praying for money, but they don't have what it takes to feed money. Then I begin to ask the Holy Spirit, I say, does people feed money? And he said, yes. He said, money has food. He said, money live on value. Money live on idea. And I begin to wonder, that's why some Yahoo boys, we have so much money, but after a few months, the money is gone. Because there was no value given to the money. Money is a living thing too. You breathe, you eat food. You must be able to know how to utilize it. You must be able to know how to balance everything. Is somebody getting value today? Somebody getting value today? So we're going to take a few questions. I know our time is past 10. We're going to take a few questions. Please, if you have questions, maybe we're going to come. If you have questions, let me see your hand up. Okay, we have 3 questions. We have 3 questions. Okay, we have 4 questions. 4 questions. Thank you, sir. So let's start from Mr. Alex. Your question.
My question goes to Ms. Rich. I've heard sometimes some people say that people that live in olden days they live longer than our generation. So and before there was no cleanliness like now. Before they live, they're very dirty, and some of the food they ate that time was maybe let me put it local or trash food like that. So what can you say about it, ma?
Thank you, sir. What they do is they are more local and travel their defects and healthy. And their food is fresh made from the farm. Fresh very good. Then there were no GMO food. That chemical they used to grow, we don't have it anymore. So they eat fresh farm products. Okra straight from the farm to pot. Vegetables straight from the farm to pot. That's why they eat healthy. They live older than us. So now, since science said they came to help us, they now went and made the whole matter worse. They are the one that's killing us. So even our plants now, that's why we are looking to vegetable, because most of the plants, it's chemical they use to grow them. It's chemical and seeds. They add chemical to our seed, they spoil our seed, and it's white men. Pastor Chris Ayakunoloma is always referring to what's his name? Bill Gates. It's themselves that they spoil our seed, African seed. So they brought that GMO and spoiled it so that we can be feeding on their chemical, they will force it so we can die. And actually, because they say they want to reduce the population of Africa. It's true. It's difficult to believe, but that's the truth. If you listen to him every Sunday, you understand what I'm saying. So that's it. They live longer because of fruit and vegetable. Everything was fresh from the farm, fresh from the farm. That's like saying to eat more of it now. Half of your plate now should be filled with fruits and very the one you can afford, the one that's so expensive, avoid that. Even me that I'm talking to you, the one that I can afford that you get. The half of which you are eating rice, pair, beans, prepare, whatever you are eating, so that the fiber will be more than the carbohydrate because what causes all sickness is carbohydrate is much. Most of our Nigerian food contains calories. The calories in them are very much. Like rice is pure calories, yam calories, garri calories, even your semo is very terrible because it has preservative. The chemical they use in preserving it is very high. Semo is not good. Garri is even more better and natural and healthier than semo, than processed wheat, processed semo, processed panko. Yes, sir. Of the truth, because garri is well fried. There's no preservative. Do you understand? So this and it's more affordable than semo. We want to live this civilization life. We don't know that we are using our money. Don't use your money to kill yourself and use your money to like cause sickness to your body. It's what you can afford. Like it's more affordable. Semo is not healthy. Processed wheat, processed all those processed whatever. They might look sweet, smooth, but they are not good for your body. You can even make your own swallow by yourself. Get your corn, get your guinea corn, get your millet, blend them, take them to all this big engine. You'll blend them very smooth, and you have your swallow, fresh plate swallow ready. Yes, sir. Very easy.
Thank you. Thank you, Professor. The next question,
Okay, I have two questions. The first one is funny, but I'll stay answer. Okay, you said something about chicken. You said chicken is not good for us. It's not good for us to eat chicken. It's better we eat egg. For me, I want to know because all these the eggs we get, they are from the chicken, and you say are not good for us. So how comes the egg is good for us, and the chicken is being grown with fertilizer, and it's not good for us, and the egg is good for us? I think the fertilizer was put in the chicken, abi. So how comes the egg is good and the chicken is not good? That's the first question. Okay, the second one. Let me ask. Okay, the second question is I want to know what causes ulcer. I want to know because 90% of people in Nigeria complain of ulcer. I think if you go to a locality of 10 people, you hear over nine people or even more saying they have ulcer, they have ulcer. So I want to know, is it lack of eating food, or what causes ulcer, and how can it be solved? How can it be managed or stopped totally?
Thank you, ma'am. Your first question, the first question you asked. The chicken that produces egg is not from the chicken that we eat, brothers. The chicken that produces egg is called layers. And the one that produces that we eat is brothers. Brothers, you get more brothers, a day old brothers. In 2 weeks' time, sir, come back and see that bed. It will just, unlike my brother said that like only days, their food, chicken for village, how many? Very small, but the meat is hard. The meat is strong. One layer at the head. Their meat is hard and they are better. But you see that brother is very big. The meat is very soft. Their bones can be chewed by even a newborn baby. Do you understand? Even the hatching of that bird is chemical. I've read them before, so I know what I'm saying. It's chemical. All those things have been programming a way so that this farmer can make quick money. Then the chicken that produces the layer, they don't have that. You give them, you feed them for long before they start laying eggs. Although I also learned that they also use chemical for them, but
Yes.
it's not as
Yes.
a
lot
of chemicals.
I've seen a video online that they gave the chicken something to eat. I saw it online, and after eating it, the chicken laid egg. So I was shocked, and I thought it's AI.
The truth, like I said earlier, our food has been spoiled. So the little we can avoid, leave the rest for God. And as we trust God to help us. The truth has been tempered, has been up. And then for the altar, I myself have ulcer. I've been telling the Holy Spirit what is the cure of this ulcer because I've been placed on drugs for like 6 months, different medications. You know, go. Ulcer is very stubborn. It's not like I said earlier, the drug to subside, minimize the way you stop taking it, it will not come back like this too. Like the drug will help you to like, if you can't build, form some organs, then whatever. So like the way you stop taking it to now grow. So in essence, also I don't have to that's what doctor is trying to say. But there are natural ways you can attend to all this. Like I said, every morning what I take is sometimes I take cucumber and watermelon. You can blend or you can just chew them like that. And then my other thing like before again, if you are consistent in eating vegetables and fruit, in the morning take water, like you can get lime, add to your water, lemon, add to your water. You can also cucumber in water, drink it. So all these things in water. Then there are these seeds, I don't know who knows chia seed, flax seed, black seed. All those seeds are very good for your heart. They contain omega-3, they contain fat, healthy fat that benefit is a certain seed. It's benefit. That seed don't listen as village soup. That seed is very healthy. It has it has omega-3 fatty acid, it's good for your heart, it's good for it has all the nutrients your body needs in a day. Like all the nutrients you need for a particular food each day, it has. Flaxseed, when you get all these things, blend them, add them as your spices. Instead of all these chemical spices, get all these things, blend them, add them as your spices. Use ginger and garlic as your spice. Use natural spices. Avoid all these chemical spices, chemical. They are not good. You can produce your own spices yourself. You understand? But then cloves, like you can get cloves, turmeric, ginger. Turmeric has a natural healing agent. Yes, it heals. If you add it to black tea, it heals pain, headache, body pain. So do you know that foods are medicine? Food are natural medicine. They don't have any side effect. They can just heal you from within. So just eat more of fruit and vegetables. Place yourself. Just change your diet. You see that your body, that ulcer will go.
Yes. Sorry, in 1 minute, I would love to talk, like, she asked causes of ulcer. Neptic can cause it. I think when it comes to hospital and say you have ulcer, especially the chronic one, they'll ask you, do you have any pain somewhere? And see some people that have leg pain, they always live on this message to reduce pain. Those are crazy causes. It's not even like, cannot like, those are the reasons that you can have it on that tongue and crossing. And the kind of food you eat should have. But I think I watched one about people called video on ulcer and said that there's a way the acid in our stomach when you drop a razor inside, it will melt to build seconds. It's that harsh. So God did it in a way that He built a bag to cover it. So these things go in a long run to tear this protective bag, and that's when the shot come out. And that's how ulcer comes about. So in any way to prevent it is stop eating gastric food, orange. Yeah.
Orange,
Every food.
fries.
Fries. So those things you have to avoid them. If you can't avoid them, please bring to minimum to help you. Thank you.
Okay. It's well. Maybe I'm talking to everyone. Okay, we talk about food that we eat right for ulcer. Okay, my first question, I have for you and the one for us. Alright, some of us work and our work is so demanding that sometimes we forget we've not eaten. And then the stress is crazy. You carry stress, you sleep and wake up, you eat, and fire another one, like that, and it's more like a lifestyle now. Now, are there food or particular class of food that we can eat while we are stressed? Maybe to help build our immune and other things, because honestly, by the time we break down, it's always not funny. So maybe if we can eat, if we can know what to eat healthy, apart from water, because we drink a lot of water. And then honestly speaking, most of the time, this hope, when you're feeling very weak and all of that, there was a time I started having low BP, and they're like, okay, I should take ORS and low BP. And then I took. And then another person told me, just take a bottle of Coke. I had clothes to wash. And when I took that Coke, man, I felt very strong. I was able to wash my clothes. So that's why I'm actually asking if there's food that we can eat, we are exposed to stress. There's particular food that we can eat daily to keep us up and going. I don't know if I should ask my second question at once or I should go with Okay. My question goes to you. You talked about consistency in our time and all of that. A lot of people talk about that. Now, like I said, our workplace is so stressful and everything. Yes, I remember when I started working where I'm working. Before 7, my resumption time is 7, I'm always there. But because of bad management, I think when we met outside, we had a little chat and you said when you have bad management and bad leadership, you exposes you to a lot of things to make work so something else you understand. Now I just got to realize that yes, I want to be consistent in my timing because everything I don't do with time. But right now, I don't know what's happening to me. Yes, my commitment to work and everything still okay. But the timings are because of bad management and bad leadership. Most of us automatically go to work as at when we want. Yes, at the point we're guilty, but at the point we don't even care. So is there a way we can manage that? Because sometimes I'll just tell myself the priority, if you leave this place and you start somewhere else, it's going to be very, very difficult for you. So is there any way we can manage it? Because it's a psychological thing. We don't initiate, you just realize you're beginning to go late and at a particular time. Yes, I'm consistent with a particular time, but late. So is there a way one can manage that? Thank you.
Thank you. I take the question right. Said how can couple work and all that? But then, before I answer your question, let me take a see. Not allowing employer that stress you. If you die, that will continue. The chapter alone, that will continue. Any job, I think it stress you so much. I don't think you need the job, yeah, you need the money. But your life is more precious than a useless job. Yes, I have to be blunt because some employers are mean. They will so stress your life out because they are working for peanuts. And that's why creativity comes in. You need to empower yourself. God has given you all what it takes with your hands. Empower yourself. There's money on LinkedIn, like you said. There's money on social media. Look for areas where you know you can fit in. You can time. Look for areas where you know you can fit in. Grow your own business and become your own boss. You can. You have all what it takes. Those bosses out there are mean. They just want to drain you till you die. When you die, you are the mean boss. I left, sir. 1 month, I didn't know. Do you understand? Don't stress yourself. See, you have all what it takes. Look for areas. If you don't know, ask God to show you where you can fit in and make your money. They are giving us power to make money. So don't let any employer stress you. So have time for yourself. It makes sense. That's what I'm saying. Make sure you have time for yourself. Eat well and rest well. Any job that will take your whole day that you'll be so stressed, you don't have time for yourself, you'll be so stressed, depressed over somebody's company, doesn't deserve it. Yes. That's it. With due respect, am I actually making sense? Some jobs is train you spiritually, physically, psychologically, emotionally. You don't have time for yourself, for your family. No, don't do that. Please, you have what it takes. You have 2 hands. You have the wisdom of God. The Holy Spirit is there to help you. Ask him questions. Lord will reveal to you what you need to do. With your phone, sir, you can be in your house. When you told me how much somebody bought a job online, you don't be at home. Be pressing for you, you'll be paying money. You don't need the boss to be shouting at you, tossing you around and all that. So please, value yourself so more than any company or any job. Make sure you come first. Yeah. 2026, put yourself first. So couple with food map. I can actually I'm coming, sir.
No, it's not question. I just like what you said.
Okay. I can actually overemphasize on the benefit of fruit and vegetables. Sir, I have to be honest with you. They are more better than your rice, your beans, because those things are your yam, they are carbohydrates. Most of our Nigerians, like I said earlier, are all carbohydrates. Contain a lot of calories that can lead to diabetes at long run. Your whole calories, most of our food. So the only way you can beat out these calories when you combine them with fruit. We have a lot of different fruits, vegetables, and seeds, like I mentioned earlier. See all these plant seeds, they are very good. Your sesame seed, Bennett seed are very healthy. You can ground them
morning, what I do in the morning, I take fruit and vegetable in the morning, or maybe a fruit, get watermelon, chop it with 2 boiled egg, and my breakfast is done. Shift help me though, that means I don't eat food. But that's how tender your organ is that morning. So what they need to drop something tender. Your lunch should be, and again, portion control is very important when it comes to food. Don't be say you want food hungry because you're hungry. You now come and fill one big plate with eba and finish it.
Oh no.
It will take a long time to digest. Like I say, your organs are very tender. You should picture your lung, your kidney, your liver, because they are very tender. So what they need is all this tender food. Please preserve them so that they can serve you at old age. Portion control is very important. Reduce how much you eat and balance it up with what you need. All our body we need here is micro nutrients. Macronutrients are your vitamins and minerals, and they are mostly gotten from your fruit and vegetables. Your rice doesn't have vitamins and minerals. Yam doesn't have. They are calories, carbohydrates, sugar. So if you take too much of it, it's sickness at the long run, diabetes, type 1, type 2, diabetes. Yes. Even cancer, cancer too is gotten from some chemical preserved food. Like I mentioned shawarma earlier, some people like shawarma. When they get shawarma, they say oh Jesus. Then pizza. They are not as good as this, my brother. Forget the sweetness. They are not as burger. They are not healthy. Even those chicken they imported, those soft chicken and hard chicken, they are even the worst. Those ones that put chemical in, they are even more terrible than the one we read that I said they are even what they call their chemical waste. Please, as much as you can, tell your loved ones, educate yourself, go to social media, all these things are there. Fruit and vegetables are not as expensive as other things that we are even aiming at to eat. Please eat them. If you consistently eat this fruit and vegetable for a month, as an ulcer patient man, you will come here and testify. I'm telling you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. I was just following on the question. So I will give you my experiences so that that will answer the question very well. Now, for me, I don't look at myself at my present level. I have a very big vision. Anything I do from now, most of the time, is just a matter of either it will just solve my immediate needs, or it will channel me towards getting to that vision. And for me to get to that vision, I understand that I need to develop myself. I talked about some leadership qualities. This is not about any person, it's about you. Those leadership qualities, it is a gradual thing, and it's not something you can get at once. But I started with one slogan that says, if people don't respect your time, or people don't trust you with time, they can't trust you with money. I entered here 1 minute to 10. I was told that I have to be here by 10. I entered here 1 minute to 10. The person that is invited, or that is the convener, is a younger brother. That I should say he needs to honor, as in there's a way he will honor me, I will come maybe 12. That's not it. Timing is very important. Now, it is already polluted in our environment, especially after I finished my secondary school. This was where I did my business. I understand that we are African time is a normal thing, but it's dangerous to our future. Because if somebody does not trust you with time, trust me, the person cannot trust you with money. The person cannot trust you with anything. So what you need to work with, then I told myself, I said, I need to learn to say no to some things. If I know I will not be here, I will say no. There's nothing you can do me. I was supposed to be in an all-night yesterday, which I know before I would come maybe going down to this side, I might be late a little. And even if I come, I might not be so energetic because I know my body system. I must have some rest. But I told myself, I cannot be late here, man, because I already said yes to it from the beginning. I cannot come here and then be doing as if I am sick because something else came in. Those are some of the things we do in our workplace. You say, because of so this thing, I am so tired. Yesterday we went to so place, so we are so weak, that's why you see us like this. Or because we have to branch and create some people that we are sick, or somebody died, that's why we came late. Every excuse is always good in your own side. Other persons is not an excuse in their eyes. And we are talking about leaders. I trained some set of children in Abuja. And those children, I told them every Saturday by 3 o'clock, and by those days, nothing has stopped me for 1 year that I started. Those are children. I can choose to say, I cannot come for practice today every 3 o'clock. But anyway, like, even if I come there to visit, I run back immediately. I must be around 3 o'clock. You sure we are supposed to start practice today, but I refuse to tell them that we have been booked for a year because I know I might not make it today. Do you understand what I'm saying? And if I am there, I always come at least 5-10 minutes before the time. So for me to manage time practically is that give yourself like 30 minutes, 1 hour grace. No matter how it is. If I come in, it's better to be early than to be late. Somebody trusted me. In short, I have 2 proposals right now. Sorry, I want to so that somebody will learn. In the church, somebody met me and told me, sir, can we do this business together? I said, no problem, sir. Do you know why? I will tell you. In the church, somebody said, give Mr. Jackson the key. He comes early. We don't want all those. Because I discipline myself. I must be like 30 minutes early to the church. 30 minutes, I'm already on my way. If I know it's going to take me 30 minutes, I give myself 1 hour. So that if there's anything on the road, in 30 minutes, I will be there. And you know what? If that person will trust me with a job, you might not be consistent with that time in coming to the office, exactly time. You are the boss, no problem. But time will come when it's time for a recommendation, maybe to head a factory now outside the country. They say, who can we trust? Since this person we can trust how with our time. If we say, come here, so time, the person must be there, they will trust you. So why don't you work on it? Forget about the factors. Things might happen, we are all human beings. But forget about it and work on it at this time first.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I have one question for Mr. Jackson. I just want to do one suggestion, then one question. I think there is a cure for ulcer. It's in the Bible. And it's in Galatians chapter 5, verse 22. If you are having ulcer, check your fruit of the spirit. Either 2 or 3 is basic. Tell you quickly. Don't follow that statistic that they are saying in Nigeria and everywhere. If you check long-suffering patient, if you are having any of these issues, you are prone to ulcer. So check your fruit of the spirit. That's what I used to care about. Because once I experience those, I know that something is happening in my physical and my spiritual. So that being said, thank you. I'm learning from all people. I have questions from all people. Because of time, I'll ask my mentor, Jackson. All of us are looking forward to grow, to become great deep inside us. And the reason is because that's how God has made us to be. And over time, I discovered that a lot of people come and go. People come and go. And however you look at greatness, it is measured by the number of people who stay around you. So how do we do this people management to keep people? You just discover that we are justifying, like if this man is my friend, once we want to separate with him, I'll start justifying his actions to me. As in what he did to me that is wrong. Why we have to part ways and all that, and he will leave. And then another person will come, another person will come. And I feel that is not helping us to grow as leaders. So how do we do this? If you have any advice also that can be able to keep people around us, even Jesus, there are people around us. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. A quick one. That is a very sensitive question. For somebody to ask that question, the person has grown to a level in business and has had some experiences. Just like they said in the Bible, Jesus Christ had 12 disciples, and he still had those inner purpose. Do you understand that? He still have those major ones that if he has anything he wants to do, he will do. Judas Iscariot was not one of them. because he knows his place to place it. It's a normal phenomenon for people to come into your life and for people to go. We should be able to accept that. But once it is now like too regular, too often, then you need to ask yourself some questions. And some of the questions you might ask yourself is, am I the real reason why people are leaving? Or what is really making these people to go out? If you are able to know the reason, then you'll be able to handle it. Somebody come into my life. If this man comes into my life, there's a position I will place him. If he's just a friend, to a level, he's just a friend. Even if he's sleeping, it will not bother me too much. And if he enters, there's something I learned. Somebody recently was trying to employ somebody to work for her. And before you know, the person was already, he said the person is going to come and the person will be sleeping in her house. And the person has said, don't try that. You don't see people for the first time and then accommodate them wholeheartedly. Please, let's take note, because that is one of the big mistakes we do. You try them. Even when you try them, you don't tell them everything. You group them. Because you already have the mindset that this one, either will go. If the person does not go, and the person you now understand, the person is now understanding your vision, then you can. But to answer your questions directly, is that please, even in relationship, in business, there is no how you can grow in any business without having a team. Do you hear that? Yes. Don't think that you are a one-man sword. It will never happen. It will never work. If this is a ministry, if I know how to cast out demons very well, and I say I want to open a church, I will fail. Yes, I have a minister here. I will fail. Because ministry is not just about casting out demons. Casting out demons will bring people. But the teachings will keep them. Those teachings. So if you don't know how to teach, you don't know how to sell your vision. Tell them, this is where I am going to. This is where we will be in the next so year. Then please, don't even start. So one of the ways is to sell your vision. And when you are selling your vision, Nigerians are greedy. So what will they agree? How do you work with their greed? Is that since they are selfish and they are greedy, any business or anything you are doing, make sure that you have a portion where those people will benefit. Do you get that very well? Yes, sir. Don't just because I have a dream. I want to be a music artist. And I want you to come and support me. Let's do this. And you don't have a portion for them to succeed. And how to sell it confidently. That's why you need to become a leader. Because if you are not a leader, you cannot even create leaders around you. You need to know how to be able to communicate the ideas, to be able to let them understand. This is where I'm going to, this is where we are going, so that they can now buy the vision and they can now work with you. For instance, I told him of something last year. There are even some I have not told him yet. But I have not had a way, one, to sell the vision to those group of people I have in my mind. To bring out that project. One. Two, I have not been able to devise or create a system or structure that those people coming into will benefit, because I need to feed their greed. I need to feed their selfishness. Okay, somebody say I love you, they enter. They will turn their back. So you need to. And then when you are a leader, at the point in time, there's one leader I am learning from, Pastor Paul mentioned. I am really studying that man. And one thing I discovered that by God's grace, I am almost close to the place very well. At least I mingle with some of them. Do you know that there are still many pastors who have left him? Yes. As in who have gone to a level, who have betrayed him. Somebody with a high spiritual sensitivity. Somebody with that is very intelligent and still having people that will betray him. So please, know how people will leave you. But always have an option for another person. Once you leave, if they even leave, some people don't even know. We just discover that somebody is not there again. And there are people who need to be very sensitive spiritually, because there are people you meet today that will take you 10 years back in your life, in your journey. So you need to be very, very sensitive. Just meeting them today will take you back. And there are people you need. So once you are very sensitive, you know those kind of persons. Even you yourself, you should be the person that will drive them away. But sometimes, because of your prayers and everything, they will run away. So that's why you need to just be smart and work with those few persons. And the number I have thought of working with is 3. I don't know why I started studying. There's something about the Trinity. There's something about the Trinity. One can go, you can bring another one if you want to. But when they are that much, the devil can sow a seed that can scatter them.
Well, thank you very much. Please, can we celebrate them? Thank you very much to the panelists who really want to appreciate all the contributions. We are so happy, we are so blessed to have you. Please, can we celebrate them once more as they take a seat? Thank you very much. Thank you. God bless you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please, let's see that celebration. Let's see it up. Let's see it up. Let's see it up. Okay, please, sorry, sir. Let's now. Please, let's take it. Please, I need help with these chairs. Go ahead. Alright, thank you. So, 2026 is your year to burn some bridges, it's a year to build some bridges, it's a year for you to stand up. Thank you, God bless you. I hand it over to the MC. Thank you, sir, for having me. Thank you.
Please, thanks for the very good as you sit. Okay, are we really learning at all? I just discover it is after 4 now, and I don't even know when we get here, because I'm learning something. All these things you have learned, if you should combine them, and if you should consider yourself to do this, if you feel in life, just tell yourself. If you feel rewarded, you fail. Because I discover they are just talking about the aspect of life generally, health-wise, financially, and many other things. Okay? So we are going to go into another session again. Please, I'm so sorry to stop around. Just 30 minutes, and before you know, I want to go. We are going already. So please, can we jam our hands together as we invite Mr. Shamai Shemsuzi.
Like you rightly said, my name is changemakers. I'm a photographer. I do so many things. I'm into music, photography, videography, and I'm a boss sometimes. So yes, our class is going to be very short. I'll be taking you on introduction to photography. basic lighting tips, and we have one or two questions you could ask. I know I'm doing it, I don't know what I'm doing. So yes, let's start. Alright, so how many of you are interested in photography? So I'll start by asking this question. What do you understand by photography? What is photography?
Photography like snapping, capturing images.
Capturing images. Any other person? You are not wrong. The answer is very correct. But I need someone else with different answer.
Okay, let me say photography is capturing of moments, memories.
Your memories.
Yes.
How?
Like
With what?
You capture the moments in the maybe memories.
Any other answer? I think your answers are very, very correct. But then, when it comes to photography, lighting is very, very clear. Because if the entire is that, how do you snap? So basically, photography is capturing light. Do you understand? It is capturing light. It is what the light now sees, or whatever the light reflects on. That is what is called the image. Are you getting my point? So let me read it out again. Photography is the art and practice of capturing light to create images that records moments, tell stories, and communicate ideas. Right? So in simple terms, using a camera to reach time, preserving people, places, emotions, and events in a visual form. Right? So you can't see of course. Does that make any sense to you? So we use through photography, we capture light to create images. So more deeply, it is a tool for storytelling. I think I've already said that. A means of documentation, a way to influence perception and memories. We'll come back to that later. Let's go straight into types of photography. Those of you who are interested in photography, I think my concentration has to be on you. We're going to like what kind of photography do you know? No idea. We have portrait photography now, when you snap, you know, shot and all that. Lifestyle photography, street photography, wedding, events, places and environments. That's where you get landscape, wildlife, and all of that. Alright, storytelling, journalism, creative and artistic. That's like when you see pictures from what's his name? Yes, when I remember wedding. So the exposure triangle, which is very, very important. There are three key components when it comes to capturing pictures using the camera. There's no way to project what I want to do, but then I'll explain. So there are three components of the exposure triangle. We have the ISO, the aperture, and the shutter speed. The ISO basically determines how much light comes into your camera. The three of them determine how much light comes into your camera. When it comes to the shutter speed, I think I mentioned the shutter speed, ISO, and the aperture, right? The shutter speed is how fast or how slow light reaches your camera. Are we following? The aperture is the opening in your lens. This is it. The opening in your lens that allows light to come in. Just like your eyes. When you close your eye, you get any light coming in and you see anything. But when you open your eyes, so basically this serves as the aperture. Does that make any sense to you? It serves as the aperture. And like I said, the shutter speed is how fast or how slow your camera captures light. The aperture is measured in f-stops. So the higher the number, the lower light comes into your camera. The higher the number of the aperture. I think we have from f1.0 to like f22 or so. It depends on the kind of test that there are different kinds of lenses. Right? ISO, of course, is how much light you want to come in. They are very confusing. You have to go back later and study them. They are very confusing. For the first time, I think you do not understand. So, the aperture controls light and depth of field. It is the opening, just like I said, in the lens through which light reaches the camera. Wide aperture of 1.8. I'll be shooting about from this because this is not properly lit. It allows more light to come in and lower the background. I'll share this with you. You know what's later. The shutter speed controls time and motion. Just like I said, speed. Don't be confused by all of this. It's just the speed at which your camera captures light. ISO, it controls the sensitivity of the sensor. So when the ISO is very high, you have grain coming into your camera. You have like the image becomes noisy when you have enough light and you have to shoot up your ISO. It becomes noisy. But the lower the ISO, the lesser the light comes into your camera and the less noise that reaches your camera. You need to understand what you're practical. You get to know. So in more simple terms, low ISO, clean, sharp images. High ISO, brighter, but more noisy images. So let's go to framing and compositions. In photography, there are so many compositions, but how you're going to do this is one of it. In that frame, sorry, please, can you just postpone? Keep going, I see. Basically, that's a frame. And how you capture the object or the subject of that particular frame is called composition. How you frame the subject or object of that particular frame is called composition. So there are different compositions in photography. We have the rule of thirds. I wish you would have that slide so that you're seeing something directly. So let me just say, as the frame. I'm so sorry. So we have the rule of thoughts. We have background balance, and so many of them. There are many. You can check online. Please, let's just take one to just go the slide so that you see samples of all of that. We are right into lighting. What do you understand by lighting? When you say lighting, I want it to be an interactive session, so you do not mean I'm talking to myself. Right? Any contrary opinion? Yeah, so if you don't have it, you can't have light.
When you write something specific,
lighting is basically how you light the film, how you light your subject to capture the image. Without this, you can still snap because we have natural and artificial light. So these are the two basic light sources: natural and artificial. When we say natural, what do we mean? The moon, sun, fire, all of these are natural. Artificial, man-made light, touch lights, LED lights, and all of that. So there are two major light sources: natural and the artificial. Then we have lighting techniques. Lighting techniques. This is how we place the light in that frame. So we have a soft light, we have a hard light. Soft light, basically, the shadows are soft. The light is not very harsh. Now you can see that it's not very harsh on my skin. It's soft. Okay? It's not casting too much shadows. Right? But when it's hard, the reflection of this light will bounce on my face. It's too harsh, and there will be shadows. Right? Now you can see there's no shadow there because the light is very soft. But if the light source coming is very harsh, then it will cast shadows. Do you understand? Good. Lighting techniques, front lights or flat lights. When you have light facing your subject directly, that is flat. It is flat. it is front light. There are so many names for that. Side light, basically, is it like side. Back light, it is behind. It is that simple. It is that simple. And in all of this, how to demonstrate this? Listen. Top lighting, I didn't mention that when the light is above. And in all of these, there are still several ways you can measure the light above. It can be Rembrandt, it can be butterfly, it can still be backlight above and to be indirectly on. Okay, natural light source, of course. I think I mentioned this. I was going to pass it to you. That's butterfly lighting. It is placed high in front of the subject. I think I mentioned that when the light is up above, we are about to please give us a second. Yes. This is butterfly lighting. If you check, under the nose, I don't know if it's creating the shape of a butterfly. But then this is butterfly lighting. It is placed above the subject or in front. So underneath the nose, it creates the butterfly shaped shadow. This light is not very harsh. It's a soft light. Now this is Rembrandt. It's placed by this side. And this is it, the side. It's not like butterfly, but this other time, it's coming from the side. We have backlighting. It's not rich, but already you know what that is. What the light is coming behind. It creates a shape around that person. It brings out the shape, the edges. So that backlight, it creates this ring, and that's what the ring. They also call it ring lighting. Right. What about lighting techniques do we have here? So for creators, I know most of us are content creators. So I'll teach you how to light your setup properly to get good images. I know some of us don't have enough lighting equipment, right? We don't have enough lighting equipment, and most of us create for the comfort of our rooms, right? So when you have your window, you have a window, and some of you have lights. How many of you have lights? How many lights do you have? You have okay now. The perfect way to create good lighting for whatever you create is you go just beside the window. I wish this thing was very long. That wasn't for a 3-light setup, you can use this as the major source of light. This is your main light. Definitely, most rooms don't have so many windows. So by this other side, you have dark shadows above that. It's very dark. So you can bring the other light to this point. To serve as the back light, the moonlight, and whatever. Just bring up the shape of the person. Or you can keep it in front by this side to soften the shadows that we're casting. That is what the fill light. It fills up this space. I wish we could bring this thing to you, but no way. There's no way. You see exactly what it does. This is the main light source. That's the main light. Without any other light, this one can function perfectly. But just to have this cinematic feel, you bring the other light this way, and it fills up the shadow. It could be color. You add gels to it to give it different feels. Now, if you have enough light, you bring another one behind. You either point it to the backdrop, you point it to the backdrop to reveal whatever is there. You're definitely very low. None of these lights, of course, will be as harsh as that or as bright as that because that's the main light source. Are you following me? That's the main light source. You only have this one here to fill up. If you don't have another light, you can bring up, if your room is white, like the paint here is white, you still serve as a reflector because the light coming in will move. You don't have enough facilities that are showing you this. The light coming in from that side will bounce off that white surface and reflect on space. It automatically creates a few lights. And if you have one additional light, you can just place it on that cinematic effect. That's why when you are watching creators, some of these tech guys who create on Facebook and post, you notice that behind there's this effect, smooth effect, different colors and all of that. They don't use so many lights. It's very simple. 2-point lighting is what most of them do. So you have one major light source. It must not be your window. If you can afford to buy professional lights, why not? You have your soft box, and soft box is right there. Your few lights and the backlights, and you are completely good. You don't need so much to create. The comment also asked me to talk about content creation and what was that? Using what you have to create. How you learn photography. Using what you have to create. A lot of us, most of the time, we think you need good phones, expensive iPhones, good cameras to shoot, but that's not what I'm just doing. But that's the blatant lie. And we only use this as flimsy excuses to not create. I could show you lots of videos that I've created using just my phone, without light and all of that, and they still come out very clean. So there's no excuse to not creating. With just your phone, if you understand the exposure triangle, just like I explained the other side, you'll be able to create. With just your phone, any kind of phone, you don't need an iPhone, provided you don't have to be moving about. You don't need so many gadgets. You just need one good light source and the understanding of the exposure triangle. I can't teach you that here now. So when you go back, just go and study the exposure triangle. Study the exposure triangle. You understand it, and with anything you have, you can create. There is no barrier to it at all. I'm not saying because I heard it. It is something I've done. In fact, really don't have to use it. Right? I just want to show you one video I created. I'm so sorry, please. I just want to be clear. So you know that there's no excuse to not using your phone to create whatever you want to do. Okay. exam. There's lots of Can you see? So looking at this, what camera do you think we use to shoot this? Although I don't really cast myself so I use from there. Does this look like something you use in photo shoot? Exactly. You can shoot whatever you want to shoot on that using just your phone. I did this, I think, 2 days ago, and I did it on the spot. So it just takes understanding of lighting. We use any other artificial light, so what's natural light and one big greenhouse. We do what's the four of us, 3 of them and myself. That's all. That's all we need. But if we're waiting to make all the money on that before we could afford expensive camera angles and all that, we can never do that. So you just have to start creating with whatever you have. Tomorrow now, if I can afford a very expensive camera, I mean that's a plus. But if I don't have that, I don't have any issue. Do you understand? I don't have any issue. So you don't have any excuse. Provided you have a smartphone that can work and you use it to do video calls, forget it. You can create whatever you want to do. We've seen funny clips online that quality is very low. But because the content is good, the messaging is good. Everybody watches, you either laugh, share, and all of that. And yeah, okay. Do you have any questions for me?
This guy from this ISO.
ISO. ISO is very simple. ISO is very simple. It is responsible for how much light comes into your camera. The exposure triangle is responsible. They are all responsible for how much light comes in. But the ISO specifically determines the sensitivity of the light that comes in. It's more like adding artificial light from your camera. That's the perfect word. Increasing light from the camera, not from external sources. Do you get it? Increasing light directly from the camera, not from external sources. But by doing that, when you don't have enough light, when you don't have enough external light, that's clear sunlight or LED lights like this, when you increase, it keeps reducing the quality of the images. It keeps reducing the quality because you are introducing more dust, more noise, more colors in the image. So it is always advised. It depends on what you are creating. It's just for you to understand it. Sometimes I should keep my eyes open because that's what I want. Right? Sometimes I should keep it low because I know when I use Photoshop I can increase the exposure. Right?
What's your recommended ISO?
There is no recommended ISO. That's why you need to understand it. There is no recommended ISO. For me, I already said sometimes I shoot with a very high ISO because the picture I have in my head, what I want to create, requires me to boost the ISO instead of adding things artificially. Because if I know I will not have enough time to edit the image, and that's the particular thing I want, I just do it directly from my camera. But if I know I'll be editing and I can add it artificially, add it while processing the image, why not? I will shoot with my ISO very low and increase whatever light I have from the image. Just get images. Crispy images. Any other questions? I told you I was going to be real fast. I'll share, I think I have 3 slides for you, just need to look through. I'll share everything with you. If you have any more questions, we could do the remaining ones already. I got my mask. No more questions. So, I think I'll have to ask questions. If you don't have questions, it implies you understand everything I've said. I mean, no, so if you don't have questions, you understand everything I've said. So, one very quick question. What is the exposure triangle? What do you all think so? Start. Ask the question.
You said we should go and study more about it.
Yeah, I said it. But based on what I said, I need to be sure that coming here was not the waste. So I need to be visual samples because definitely not all of you are experts. I know that for a fact. And when some people go, they say, this is my food, you actually know the last. I'm used to still not great. I started photography using just my phone. In fact, it was just last year I got this camera. I started photography. My entire years in uni, everybody knew me as a photographer. What was I doing? I was using my phone to take pictures. So you don't have any questions. What is that question? You don't have questions? I have questions. I have questions. So I'll start from the very top. What is photography? Light is the key word. Because just like I mentioned earlier, without light, you are not seeing anything. You ever hear blind man because I light the time my eye? No, because they can't see it. I don't know if you are getting it. So it is the art and it will still be scientific because when all of these things come to play, it's more physics than it's art. How you control your lighting, how harsh you want it to be, and all of that. That's physics for all I get, it's science. So photography is more scientific than it is art. Yes. Understanding your camera, it is not art, it is science. Knowing what settings to use is not art, that's science. So it's a blend, I would say a healthy and unhealthy mix of science and art. Healthy actually. So in photography, science and art come to play. Right. So one last question before I leave. And it's a very, 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 very cheap question. Mention one photography composition, one favorite composition. I think I mentioned them. Portrait. Huh? What? Not everyone is talking. I know as of lighting techniques. You need to separate the composition. Composition is how you frame your subject. I could snap you and you are by the edge. I could snap you and you are in the middle. I could snap you, you are on top of that. So that this is too large. Honestly, I can't cover it. It's too large, I can't cover it. You just go to this light. That will have leading lines, frame with frame, rule of thoughts. There was so many. I can't remember all of them. And with that, the 2026 GCC photography, not the GCC itself.